Misguided Michael Weatherly is still trying to get back on NCIS, but sources tell RadarOnline.com that his cocky attitude and rude comments about his old rival Mark Harmon, who is credited with making the drama ratings hit, are not helping his case. Weatherly, who played Anthony DiNozzo and left the show in 2016, caused a stir when he threw lightning bolts at Leroy Jethro Gibbs, who was played by 71-year-old Mark Harmon.
I am an NCIS special agent. My duty is to serve and protect the United States and our Navy and Marine Corps across global boundaries. I recognize my badge as a symbol of authority and public trust. I will live my life above reproach, understanding my actions reflect upon my fellow special agents and our agency.
In a 2020 interview, Mark Harmon and I were at opposite ends of the spectrum. I was Antarctica and he was the North Pole. We were just looking down and wondering, what's up with your polarity? What's happening? For me, the water goes down the drain in the opposite direction, Weatherly said. Right away, he didn't understand why I was there. I felt like a child who had eaten too much Count Chocula. Sources say that Weatherly has wanted to come back to NCIS ever since his 6-season courtroom show Bull ended. But insiders said that the interview that came back to light hurt his chances. Someone in the know said, "Mark is a legend, and people don't like it when Michael says bad things about him. Michael seems like a child, and he's also jealous. He would shut up if he had half a brain. But Michael is a big oaf whose ego needs to be stroked all the time." Sources told RadarOnline.com in November that Weatherly has been making it clear that he wants to come back to NCIS. "Michael's available now, and he's put the word out. He's receptive to return to his former show," said a source. When he left NCIS at the end of the 13th season, his coworkers were sad but understood, a source said. Before Harmon was called names, producers were excited about the idea at the time. A source said, "This could be a real slap in the face for Harmon, who retired last year but has been rethinking it. Mark's been messing with them for months about coming back," said someone else in the know. "He's bored at home, but he won't get off the fence. So the answer is, let's go get Michael." Michael has been hinting on social media about a comeback since Bull ended. Mark won't like that very much, but it's really his fault. He has kept them waiting all this time, said someone else. The police procedural drama NCIS, which airs on CBS, is in the middle of its 19th season. Since it first aired in 2003, the popular show is getting close to being on the air for 20 years, which is a big deal for any TV show.
Hey, Doug.
Jethro, going on a trip?
Yeah, Alaska.
NCIS was made by Donald P. Belisario and Don McGill. It is about the Naval Criminal Investigative Service agents on the Major Case Response Team in Washington, D.C.
Combed through the 8 victims again to see if there was any connection to the mine. These 4 came up.
The 4 that Sonova was spying on.
Supervisory Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs, played by Mark Harmon, was in charge of the team for most of the show's run. He is often called the show's face. But in October of 2021, The Hollywood Reporter said that Harmon would no longer be a regular on the show. Season 19, Episode 4 ended Gibbs' story for the time being. In a statement, executive producer and showrunner Stephen D. Binder said, "As an executive producer and dear friend, Mark continues to be an integral part of the fabric of the show. So, regarding the future of Gibbs, as longtime fans of the show may have noticed over the years, never count Leroy Jethro Gibbs out. Still, Harmon has left the show, at least for now, and fans are left to think about his legacy. We're lucky that TV Insider put together what Harmon's NCIS co-stars said about him and what it was like to work with him on the show. Mark Harmon is leaving NCIS, so TV Insider talked to his co-stars about what it was like to work with him over the years. Unsurprisingly, they all had good things to say. First of all, David McCallum, who plays Dr. Donald Ducky Mallard, said that Harmon had made the set a good place to work. McCallum said in 2007 that there was always some chaos during the making of the series, but that's all gone now. Mark helped us get our house in order, and I'm grateful to him for that. Around the same time in 2009, Harmon's co-star Michael Weatherly, who played senior field agent Anthony DiNozzo until season 13, praised Harmon's behavior on set by saying, Harmon is a very rare person in this business because he doesn't have an assistant or a group of people following him around. Mark is mostly a straightforward, friendly, calm, and confident guy. He doesn't try to please everyone. More recently, in 2019, Cody DePablo, who joined the show in Season 3 as Special Agent Ziva David, said of Harmon, "We were always trying to add different things to scenes and try something new. Mark has been here for a long time, but he still brings it." Even Harmon's closest friends and family can't deny how professional he is. Pam Dauber, who played Marcy Warren in later seasons and is married to Harmon in real life, spoke highly of him in 2021. She said, "Mark is for the best of everyone and everything. His ego does not extend. He just wants everything to go well." Harmon's presence on NCIS will be missed by everyone, just as his co-stars will miss him off screen. Since Leroy Jethro Gibbs was in charge of the major case response team at NCIS, Mark Harmon was seen as the show's main character. Mark Harmon was the lead actor on the show, so he had different responsibilities than the other actors. Mark Harmon is number one, Sean Murray, who plays Tim McGee, told Country Living. "We wouldn't be here 16 years later if it wasn't for Harmon," he said. "Harmon is a very special individual." Murray and Harmon met for the first time on the set of Hearts of the West, when Mark Harmon was brought in to play a drunken rodeo clown instead of Jeff Bridges. Murray was 15 at the time. Even back then, Murray was impressed by how professional Harmon was and how hard he worked. Ziva Davis is played by Cody DePablo, and she said that Mark Harmon was one of her mentors. Mark Harmon is more of a friend and guide than a boss. During an interview with Build, she said, "He was always like a father figure to me," via YouTube. Obviously, Ziva and Gibbs have that, but Cody and Mark have that as well. Michael Weatherly, who played Anthony Dinozzo, took Harmon's advice when he got his own series-leading role on the CBS drama Bull. Michael Weatherly has told fans of the popular procedural drama that two of their favorite characters may meet up soon as part of an interesting year. Weatherly recently said on Twitter that his character, Agent Anthony Tony Dinozzo, and Ziva David may see each other again in the 2023 season, even though he left the show with Tali and went to Paris. It was later proven that Ziva was still alive when she came back in Season 17 after being on the run for a few years. Weatherly hinted in his New Year's message that good things are on the way and told fans to have fun and spend time with family and friends this year. What will happen in the year 2023? Weatherly, who left NCIS and now stars on CBS's Bull, asks in the video. Well, no matter what you did in 2022, 23 is an open door. So let's all go explore, shall we? He says. It's a little too lyrical. What do you know? Never mind. Have fun, throw a party, spend time with the people you care about, and enjoy yourselves. No need to rhyme.